back, friends old and new. Deis Ferrous here. Hope everybody's doing well. We are continuing on with some 40k rogue trader of the Warhammer variety. Last stream, we were on Ketza. We negotiated some peaceful goings about with the Aldari that were here, as well as Caligos Winterscale, coming to a peaceful resolution, thankfully. And we actually found out where the homunculus's lab is. The guy who did a lot of surgery on us. In... What is that? I do not want a deer in the middle. That's a bit better. Yeah, the gentleman who did a lot of surgery on us back in Komarog. Apparently he is here on Ketza now. And we are actively hunting him down. And there's also a lot of his minions around right here.
Stop. There.
So this will be interesting. Purifying flame helmet. Ooh, that's neat. Oh, that's also neat. It's interesting that you get the Ogren grip right so early on, compared to the Ogren grip left. I'm missing something. This is Mark II. What revitalizer? Huh. Mark 1, Mark 2. Yeah, that's Mark 1, right? Interesting. I might have missed the Mark 1 left and the Mark 2 right. Whatever. I'm not doing a lot of
a new challenge for me.
A lot of modifying yet. Oh, hello. Well then. You there. Avalon, we're gonna get you moving in. As we do. Pascal, you as well. And we'll get you over here. Juliet, get you over here and cover, and I will hang out back here, I suppose. Alright, that works. Let's get the front line thrown up here. Let's get the rear. Look at that. We'll get the back line over on you.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
And let's see. Excuse me. Here you go, Pascal. Alloy. Take aim.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Pascal charge. Take that built-in charge, my friend.
Running by Derek override.
Thunderhammer bonk. And Abelard, you will also charge with an endurance.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Foul aberration over there. This actually is not that bad because we do have a lot of height on our opponents. Let's do movie win. Yeah, that gets the big guy. There we go. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this like multi-level thing. It does make the camera angle a little weird. It is no big deal. Move the front line over there. Take a pot shot at you. We're lower. Just gonna hit you with. Oh, that's an alpha grotesque and that's a beta grotesque. I see.
Vow is to serve.
Got that. Oh, I still had another turn on you. A lot of toxin on the ground. Get up. Let's. I'm gonna real quickly organize your thing. Okay, you go there. Kick. 40 to 60 damage and so it's the warp burn effect. It's like I said. Nice.
Anything else?
Get seen, nerd.
But
Pascal,
of
you take
course.
that. Save that for now. What is that? Vision of Death, heroic act. 38 plus 30% of current wounds. 9 damage can not exceed 300 and pass the target says suffers 8 mental damage. Wow. Okay, let's see. So not stop burning and no longer makes sense. She'll just hit you with that.
Why did I not foresee this?
Hit you with that again. You just keep burning. I guess that's my only kind of problem I really have with you right now is that like
Will do.
I have a lot of just kind of straight up attacks, really.
Anything else?
Yeah, we'll leave you there. Where are you two? Oh, there's a ladder there. Oh, I did not realize there's a ladder there.
For this affront.
Okay, duly noted. Shoot.
If I must.
Take that. And
I
you can
am
take
not your
that.
Xenos pet monkey.
Yes, you're not my pet, but you're still my ally, so, you know. I'd like us
If it
to
serves
cooperate
your
with,
cause.
on this one a little bit. Ah, it's a knife. I really would have. Can I do. This is moderately inconvenient. There we go.
I deal death with my hands.
Problem solved. Do that. We will do that.
My
The
heart
double shot.
sings with the thrill of battle. No weakness
Big
is
hit,
hidden from
big
my
hit.
sight.
Love that. Let's do.
This tedium is
Ping
beneath
you.
me.
And let's ping
I
that, I
am not your
suppose.
Xenos pet monkey.
There,
Follow
we'll
my
hit
lead.
you. We got this guy here. Missed him. That's fine. It's not exactly he's not exactly a threatening individual.
It will be done. Indeed.
Bonk. And none of that. God, you're bulky. Yeesh. Hey, Abelard. Do your shit, buddy.
No matter the cost.
Momentum.
At your beck and call.
And we're just gonna...
One fewer target.
come on.
I will do my duty.
Finish
Reduce
you
to
off.
dust.
Not back here. Take 2 more
I've seen
hits.
worse battles than this in my time.
Look at all those burn stacks I just noticed. Holy cow.
Target well struck. Grey hair, sure hand.
Hey, Avalard.
My time
Go
is
again.
now. A tactically sound approach.
Up back. Charge in. Bonk. Yeah.
At your beck
I
and
could have
call.
marked him as my favorite enemy.
I took care
Not
of
that I
this
needed
one.
to.
Sometimes you consult the
Good job,
appropriate
team.
treaties on Tactica Imperialis. And
You
weigh
do. Let's
every
get you out of the
step.
poison, please.
Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Hell yeah, Avalard. I agree with that. Sometimes you just gotta fire your biggest cannon to save the day.
Limits.
Oh, damn, really? On a 10% chance? That's unfortunate. Also, it's been like a rough modifier, because Pascal's logic is pretty good. Yeah, 140. That's a minus 50 modifier. That's kind of rough. From distance, the creature resembles a homunculus, but upon closer inspection, he is more like a bad caricature of one. Yeah, that's the same thing. Oh, hello. Might of Fenris armor. Plus 25 strength. Holy cow. Alright, bet. Pieces of flesh, skin, and bone are stuck in the dark, sticky sludge that covers the tables. Juliet, if you wouldn't mind.
My success was inevitable.
The deformed, feeble, and crazed creature is a pitiful and clearly unviable copy of the homunculus Gervontius. Yeesh.
None shall stand in my way.
These are some nasty experiments, dude. Lord.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Could we not just like stood that up? Look close, I can almost feel the door. Well, there's a door here. Oh. Adira stares intently at the solid wall in front of her, shifting from foot to foot and biting her nails. The wall looks like an ordinary plasteel and rockcrete surface, no different from any other in here. Lord Captain, this is it. The place for my visions. Even the scratches on the walls are the same, except for one thing. She points to the wall. That's where the door is supposed to be. The one I keep opening in my dreams every night. I've seen this moment so many times it feels more real to me than I am. My visions couldn't have lied to me. Then you should trust your feelings. Go ahead, try to open it. Open a door that doesn't exist? Huh, the things you say sometimes, Lord Captain. Well, it wouldn't be the strangest thing we've ever done. Oh, what the warp? What have I got to lose? Here goes. Deer is one of those accents that, like, if I don't hear her, if she didn't recently speak, I cannot remember the voice I gave her exactly. Because she's kind of turning into Jai, and I'm not trying to have that happen. Adira steps closer to the wall and reaches out towards the non-existent door. As if in a trance, she clenches her fingers as if gripping an invisible handle and slowly turns it. You hear a click. Okay. A violent ripple tears through the space around the wall. A cacophony of whispers makes your skin crawl from head to toe like an unseen wave emanating from twisted, broken reality. Uneven rays of impossible, nauseating light break through the rockcrete, forming the silhouette of a doorway. Eventually, the vision passes, and you clearly see a door where a blank wall used to be. Yadira turns to you with a wide and somewhat deranged smile. Lord Captain, we found it! It's the door! Exactly like the one in my visions. Which means my salvation is close. Except, she frowned, except it wasn't hidden by some force field contraption. It was a powerful warp barrier. I could never have removed something like that. It's like our arrival was expected, and now they're inviting us inside. We'd best be ready. Someone who knows their witchcraft is waiting inside. As long as we're together, we'll get through this, Adira. Trust me. Adira looks somewhat emboldened by your words. She smiles. Well, you're not wrong. We've been through worse, haven't we? Thanks, Lord Captain. I won't let you down. I kinda wanna wait for that door first, honestly.
This exploratory
I'm gonna hold on just 1 second here.
Victory awaits.
The cage bars and floor are covered in caked on blood. The Xenos torture device has been placed out in the open. It clearly sees regular use. Yeah, dude, we're gonna hold on a second on your door. The corpse in Tech Priest garb was shot in the head, more likely a cold-blooded execution than a death in combat.
I have learned much in my exile.
Elevator.
What is that?
A trivial task.
Wait a second, there's loot over here. Oh, more fucking Astarte stuff. Oh, that's neat. Meditech stuff. God damn. I can't believe I almost missed that for
I won't
Ultron.
tolerate weakness.
Oh, this looks like a boss arena. Don't like the look of
My
this.
success was inevitable.
Thick green sludge, a condensed solution that the Xenos use for growing clones, is still running down the walls of the large, heavy glass capsules. Oh, yep. Uh-huh. Hey, you look a bit different, Cervantes. Oh, there's multiple Cervanteses. Hmm. You're looking at several completely identical homunculi at work. A disturbing sight. The indistinguishable and familiar faces turn their attention towards you, morosely and almost indifferently. One of the homunculi start to talk, with all the usual arrogance. Specimen, we meet again. Your escape from Kamarog was both a statistical anomaly and an act of abject cowardice. You should have died in the Dark City. Instead of overstepping the limits of your own usefulness, you caused too much commotion. A monster falls silent. Barely perceptible electrical charges run through the homunculi's body. Then the one who spoke continues. So you're here. Now what? Are you going to bore me with your questions, monkey? Their colors. Horrible, frightening, tattered shades. Only a madman could do something like that to himself. Cassie looks away, horrified. Observe the homunculi. The homunculi are twitching slightly, as though from invisible electric impulses. They look virtually identical, yet each seems to be missing something. A limb, an implant, even a facial feature or two. The single gaze of the many faces no longer seems full of haughty superiority only. Some kind of shared defect also shows in it. What is this place? Does not exactly look like a Drukhari laboratory. The clones look around them in a movement that is almost synchronized. A disembodied voice answers you. This dreary vault is lacking in practicality and function, but it has served as a passable refuge for me and my research. Why are you here, not in Kamarag? I'm obviously here because this is my laboratory containing my research that requires my attention. The familiar voice of one of the Xenos sounds as though he's lecturing a child. So you found new company, Cervantius. You hear the Drukhari's voice again, but cannot see who is talking to you. Found? Don't you mean made? I've had a backup shell stored away for centuries, but the events at the spire of the Reaving Tempest convinced me one active body was not enough. Am I talking to one Cervantius or several? Is each of you a separate individual? The homunculi you can see are silent, and yet you can still hear Cervantius' reply. His voice seems to be coming from every direction at once. My new multiple form is intriguing, isn't it? I'll leave your question unanswered, Specimen, to give you something to ponder. That hole in the ceiling is a peculiar design choice. What happened here? The identical faces look annoyed and spiteful. For a moment, it seems the homunculi are about to reply in unison, but a barely perceptible electrical impulse stops them. One of them scoffs and mutters through his teeth. Just more proof of how unreliable partnerships with lower life forms are. Awareness test succeeded. You notice one of the homunculi glance at the hole in the ceiling. Fury contorts the Xenos' face. Cervantius is unable to hide his anger at what happened. Whoever did it, and whatever it was they did, enraged him. Good job, Adira. I saw the body of a dead tech priest in this lab. Where did he come from? Explain. A broad, repulsive grin appears on one of the disfigured faces. How would I know? I can't tell one monkey from the other. This meeting shall be our last, Cervantius. You're different from others of your species, Specimen. This time around, I want to study you much, and I mean much more thoroughly, which necessitates your death. I hope dying isn't enough for you either. I hope dying once isn't enough for you either.
Human scum!
Okay, not particularly surprising. Is it just gonna be one fucking aberration from like every bat? Foul aberration. Yeah, but the aberrations are really weak. That's actually no big deal. Okay, I'll go. You're Idira. Let's move you there. Yeah, let's move you there. Lord, we're getting you in there like we always do, my brother. My battle brother. Cassia. Excuse me. And Pascal, let's get you over here for some shielding. Get the front line set up. For you, Abelard. Cervantius, the Arc Machinator. The only one actually has a noticeable health pool. Anguish Prospect. Oh, you also have a very noticeable health pool. That I did notice initially. That. Let's get this here. Move you up a little bit. You get stuck in stacks on... I can't see you. What do you mean I can't see you? Oh, that's dumb.
Advancing.
Move there, set the Blitz stratagem. Let's take a shot at you.
Do not disturb the great enemy!
Take a shot at you.
Playing tricks on us.
Oh, we can really blow up the bats. That's neat. I wonder if the bats are gonna keep spawning them. Do that, I suppose.
Isn't
Let's
this
go.
a job for the serfs?
You would kindly do that again.
The old Messiah is significant value.
Oops. I didn't realize how far I moved my mouse over. Not great.
My
Fine.
to serve.
Yeah, load. Of course I don't see you. That's range 4, isn't it?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Do I have a load? Give you
I am a
some sniping.
navigator, not a servitor.
Beans, I already gave that to turn. I immediately forgot about that.
If I may,
ADHD go burn. Don't like that.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
You just don't like that.
Target well struck.
It's not particularly promising. Goodness gracious, they're just going back and forth.
Yeah, sure have.
Let's see, let's hit
On it.
you. Let's hit you with that. Let's
Anything else?
buff up Abeloid. Do
Will do.
this for some defense.
Okay.
That is phenomenal job, Adira. So incredibly proud of you.
Was
You get
that
burned.
you?
Take
Or-
that. Hide.
Will do.
Get you tapped. Really, let's get you back into cover, please. Going to do
I move
that.
as if unseen.
Chip you.
I hear you moving.
Cool.
No more.
So those two are going to start moving in.
I
Not the
understand
biggest
your
fan
intent.
of. Let's see. Can I? What do you mean? Okay, I can see that
If I
one.
must.
Let's get that on
I
the
am not
last
your
one.
Zeus pet monkey. This
Perfect
tedium
spot.
is beneath me. If it serves your
Do some
cause.
shot. Call the bull.
If I must.
And
No
blam.
weakness is hidden from my sight.
Completely missed, I think. No, I did damage to the main one. It just didn't pop up a number. Cool.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Gonna favorite foe you. Gonna hit that. Hit endure. Defensive stance. slash. Each of these spells on the enemy's opposite side and makes a melee attack with 15. That's fine.
It will be done.
Might as well just do that to
Exemplary strike.
huge damage. Love that. Twisted creature. Oh, you're a bit stronger. You two are gonna start moving in. Fine.
High momentum.
That's... Really yet. You take another turn.
I am
Execute
not
that
your
guy,
thief.
if you would. Be so kind. Take out that guy, please. It's a wild
Pay
hunt,
with
because
your
that's pretty
blood
good.
In the name of Kane.
Good damage.
Fortune
Good
favors
damage.
the swift. No weakness is
Good
hidden
damage.
from my sight.
Awesome. Oh, you're going again. I'm not going to complain about that, that's for sure. Might as well
This
throw it on
tedium
these
is
guys.
beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Search everyone I can see. Worth it. It's a live bait
Oh, too
Adelard.
easy. Suits
Throw
my
Fire Grenade
purposes.
over there. I think that's worth it. Keep him at a distance. That's my boy.
Already done.
Almost got cool. He blew up his own thing. Let's swap weapons.
Suits my purpose.
Oh, I almost got the final hit there. That would have been great. Let's give Abelard a free ulti.
Forth on Valencia.
The warrior ult is just so good. Come on.
Victory is imminent. Reduced to dust.
High momentum.
At your beck and call.
Beat you.
I took care of
Second
this one.
Cervantes down.
My place is at the fore.
It's a lot of poison gas. I'm not a big fan of that, honestly.
Indeed.
Wong. Hell yeah, that's all the Cervantes down.
Follow my lead.
Insane overkill. God, Adelard's just so good, dude. Look at that. One ult cleared the field. Can grab all that. And someone go over there. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Accidentally moved over a prosthetic, which if I remember I will fix. Come on. Thank you, Cassia. Ooh, Astartes Typhoon Bolter. Laughing Wolfhelm. Affected by it. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, the rest of you all are allowed to move up, right? Cavalite armor, reinforced cavalite armor, blood barrier emitter. Covers wounds equal to the number of bleeding creatures. If at least one wound is recovered this way, one fresh injury is removed from the wearer as well. Wow. Arc Machinator's Deceit. Whenever the wearer uses an attack that is of a different type than the previous attack, they gain momentum equal to their resolve. Battle attack types. So that's pretty good for a. That's pretty good for a arch militant. Sharpened Hekatari blade. Great shuriken pistol. Anything else lying around that I missed? Is that everything? Yeah, it looks like that's everything. What do we have here? The data slate is dented, its screen displaying flickering colored stripes. The readable parts are twitchy and contain repetitions. Marith's prior studies pursued the goal of breaking new ground and recreating and reviving the specimen in the events of its death. The above-mentioned experiment laid the groundwork for modernizing and accelerating the recreation of a living organism from a minuscule sample of bone or muscle tissue. Every variety of living organism has been observed to release a number of chemicals at the moment of death that enabled the creation of an entirely identical clone with intact memories of its prior life up to and including the moments of death, most vividly detailed as to both physical sensations and emotional distress. As mentioned before, even a tiny modicum of bone or muscle tissue is sufficient for reviving or creating an organism in an adequate lab setting. Bear in mind that work on creating the new body must begin before the third stage of decomposition has set in. Interesting. And before I forget, I want to see if I can find that augment and move it back. Yeah, I don't. Because I haven't really done much augmenting, but that does not mean I want to just lose augments for no reason. Oh, hello. The space around the hollow is littered with lumps of broken rockcrete. A feeble breeze blows through the ugly hole in the ceiling, stirring up whirlwinds of stone dust at your feet. The hole in the lab's vaulted ceiling and the hollow underneath it point you to the obvious conclusion. Something broke into this room, ripped out a piece of the lab, and dragged it outside. You are, for now, mystified as to what that something was. Awareness, 40 plus 20. Take a closer look. Through the piled up rocks, dirt, and thick dust, you are able to make out parts of fixtures that were ripped out of their sockets and thrown into the floor. Parts of these are used for fastening industrial girders in place at large manufactorums around the Imperium. Try to surmise what destroyed the lab ceiling. You study the edge of the breach carefully, reflect for a few minutes, and conclude that the hole in the lab ceiling was created by several powerful targeted explosions. After some more time, you note the characteristic mark on the debris and the walls. The ceiling was breached using melta charges. Address your companions. What do you make of all this? The Seneschal looks around, frowning. I don't understand. Drukari machinery and their toys seem out of place between these walls. They seem positively alien, in fact. These walls... Why is this the standard architecture of an Imperium bunker? Why this is the standard architecture of an Imperium bunker. Why would a Xenos conduct their business in a place like this? My kin were unable to find this place. The Dark Ones would hardly have been content with a single trophy, even one as great as this. No, this was done crudely and quickly. Behavior more typical of a monk, eh? This world belongs to House Winterscale, but I refuse to believe his lordship Caligos would ever collaborate with Xenos. Dark red and brownish green would envelop his figure every time the subject of hunting the enemies of humanity was brought up. He despised them, hated them. Interesting. But really all I got, I got a lot of Astartes stuff, which is really cool. but yeah, not a lot of actual like equipment rewards. Well, that's fine. Blinding strike. Yeah, grab that. What is my perception? Familiar's agility. Yeah, I guess I'll grab some more agility, because that's my initiative there. I'd like to not be going last all the time. Really, yeah, you're definitely getting agility. Because that boosts you over, and that gives you a big armor upgrade now. That just jumped up an extra 15. So Vanguard, I don't have a lot of allies that do melee also. Yeah, that could be useful. Got toughness. Great strength, I think. Vigil beyond time. First use of this ability on any target marks the target. Enemies targeted must pass millions to avoid this. Select to the position where it was during the first use and restores its wounds to see if they were at during that time. Huh. That's neat. Fellowship up. Let's get your perception up also. See. Oh, your perception. We'll do willpower. I don't really modify the stratagems all that much, really. Ballistic skill is 83. Your weapon skill is. Let's upgrade your weapon skill. And putting you in melee slightly more and more often. Honestly, I kind of wish I made her an executioner now. That would have been really cool. Because Pyromancy Executioner, because Executioner is all about dots, so going Pyromancy, like I did, it actually would have been really nice. I'm sure there's a way I could change classes, but... Well, let's go through Adira's door now. I'm sure there's a way I could change classes, but I'm not too worried about it. So I'm probably still not going to use Adira all that often. That is duly noted. Give her Pyromancy, and I could make her a Pyromancer, and then put her as an Executioner would actually be pretty neat. Like a ranged Executioner. Well, I'm not on that side, so I don't think I can do that yet. Build a bridge out of planks.
I was taught that Xenos were abhorrent creatures. But you do not look terrifying. You look unusual. As do I.
Juliet, if you wouldn't mind.
Naive child. You are a monster to your own kind. Were it not for your third eye that sees Cheyenne, the thread of your fate would have been severed at birth.
Fucking dang. Disfigured bodies hang all over the old maintenance bay like worthless slabs of meat for which the owner could find no use for.
Watch your
It's about
steps.
time.
Oh, Abelard, that was close, buddy.
Too hard for a simple monkey?
Thank you, Juliet. Not too hard for a monkey, we just all have our own talents. The tank was shattered from the inside by an unthinkable force. Uh-huh. The withered victim's face is forever twisted in a silent scream. Don't know what that was. Revolting biomass, some elements of which can be interpreted as human features, floats in the green liquid.
None shall stand in my way.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Iliad, could you, like, not just run straight through it? That would be really awesome. Trained Farseer. We're gonna hold out on that. Okay, with 11 melt charges. That's fine. No, that actually drops. That's mildly annoying. No, not really annoying, just kind of unfortunate. Because I doubt we're gonna get into another fight before we're in here, really. People don't really get into melee with Iliad that often, anyways. Bodies of runaway test subjects. They failed to find a way out and died from hunger and disease. Wait a second.
Operation.
This isn't moving around the way I thought it would. Weather gains plus 10 willpower and suffers 50% less warp damage. There's a melt charge for us. Oh, no, there it is.
I am beginning to see why Lady Theodora barely ever sat in the judge's seat. Such proceedings cause more harm than good.
My tutelage prepared me to make decisions in contentious situations. But that trial would have proved a challenge. To me, and to my late mentor Theobald as well.
I feel like I should have gotten this dialogue a lot earlier, back when I actually was doing the trial stuff back on Dargonis, like 2 weeks ago. A group of runaway test subjects barricaded the door in a desperate attempt to escape from a terrible fate, but help never came.
A new challenge for me? Over there.
Build a bridge. That does not look sturdy at all. That is barely crossing the gap, dude. Okay, hello. You see a contorted, agony-racked Aldari, or more accurately, something that resembles one. Dozens of scars and sutures cover its face, and the sight of its misaligned joints moving under its skin make your stomach turn. And its singular eye looks devoid of sanity. And yet, as you examine the creature's tattered clothes, you can still recognize, albeit with some difficulty, the ceremonial raiments of a Farseer. At last, my deliverance. Monkey? The disgrace, the humiliation of falling at the hand of a lesser creature. Enough. The anticipation of this moment is all that has allowed me to retain a single vestige of reason. End me, now. Juliet takes a quivering breath. Who are you? I do not recognize you, but your vestments. A child of our dead home. I do not remember you, but it gladdens me on the cusp of death to behold a spark of the Asoriani. Who are you? A hollow shell forced into servitude. Every thread of my being calls out to me, urging me to claim your lives, only stopped by the fading remnants of my former self. Quickly, I demand that you give my death to me and break the shackles of this nightmare. The Farseer's crooked fingers reach out for his temples, and now you notice the sinister-looking device on his head. Translucent threads coil in strange, sickening patterns around the Aldari's temples, sinking into the skin on his face, neck, and clavicles. In the dim, cold light of the laboratory, the device resembles glistening carrion worms that are mercilessly drinking the Xenos' mind dry. Idira gives you a puzzled look. I think that's that's what we are here for. I can barely see this Xenos' aura in the water. Must be the work of that thing on his head. So, what are you? Cervantes' plaything. The master used me. By means of that which now entangles my mind and bends me and my powers to its will. I am the tool that conceals this lair from prying eyes, with the energies of the veil. Had the monkey seer not heard my pleas for help, you never would have found me. Your pleas for help? The Aldari doubles over in an anguished paroxysm, his voice ring like a taut string. My silent cries pierce the veil and sense visions of this prison beyond its walls. They carried with them all my dreams and deliverance and liberation. Is that not the reason for your coming? Idira bursts out laughing, her voice hoarse and hysterical. Oh, this half-baked guff is killing me. What does that mean it wasn't my own salvation I sought in my dreams? It was this half-dead Xenos' deliverance? Come off it! Don't you buy any of this crap, Lord Captain. He's just trying to mess with our heads. I've no reason to lie to you, Monkey. However, your beliefs are of no matter. You are already here, which means I will finally die. All I need is the implants on your head. Give it to me, and I shall set you free. The Eldari hisses and howls, his crooked fingers tearing his ragged robes apart. It is too late. My mind is poisoned. My soul is marred. I do not know for what purpose you need this cursed machine, Monkey. But if your mind carries a shred of reason, then destroy it along with me. Idira suddenly leans forward. Anger, anger and desperation are written all over her face. Not a chance, Xenos. That thing, that size stifler, it will save my life. You're just weak. That's why you can't handle it. Naive child, you would condemn yourself to a fate of true horror. Heed me when I say there are things far worse than death. What makes this device so dangerous? It hides the soul within the warp from the spawn of chaos without severing its connection to real space. And it slowly consumes the soul, day after day. The soul erodes and withers until nothing but emptiness remains. Is that right? You certainly talk a lot for someone who's supposed to be empty. For all this, you must have never shut up. I spent aeons harnessing my gift. I guided an entire world. My gaze pierced through the future, looking epochs ahead, and even I am at my limits, clinging desperately to the meager relics of what I once called my soul, just to speak another word. Who gave you the audacity to think you will fare any better? I will grant you a swift death. Let it be so. The Farseer rises from his knees in a jerking motion, like a broken marionette, and takes a step towards you with glassy eyes. His frail fingers move as if tugged by invisible strings, and the mutilated bodies of the twisted creatures in the tank start convulsing synchronously, in threatening unison. Their unblinking eyes shift to you. Oh, beans. Oh, beans. Oh, beans. There's a lot of them. I don't think this will necessarily be a challenging fight, but just, oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, there's a lot of them, and they have a lot of health. Oh, no. Oh yeah, sure. I'll kill you for as like a favor. Don't worry, buddy. I got you. Oh, cool. Thanks. Here's a whole bunch of
Me?
evil clones that are gonna
If you
like
insist,
jump you
Lord
now.
Captain.
Wait, what?
I'm not accustomed
That
to being
there.
ordered around.
Fudge. That there. Let's look at a lot of psychic powers for you. Hold on a second. I'm gonna move some stuff over real quickly. Just to neaten up my hotbar a little bit. I have psychic powers up top and non-psychic powers at the bottom. Okay, cool. There we go.
Isn't this
Yeah,
a
well,
job
do me
for
a
the
favor.
serfs?
Get in
Sure,
there.
back and call.
Strands of fate.
Oh, hello. You're moving in. I didn't expect that. Oh, hello. You hurt. I didn't expect that. Oh no. I didn't think you were just gonna interrupt turns. That's not
It will
cool.
be done.
Oh yeah, please kill me. We try to kill you and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna start interrupting your turns now. Wait, what? That's actually not a warp ability. Voice command.
If I may.
Pascal. Pascal.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Juliet. And not
I
Juliet.
am a navigator.
Get her set
not a
up.
servitor.
I clicked the wrong button. Ooh, that's inconvenient.
Isn't this
We'll
a
set
job
that
for
up
the
on Pascal.
serfs?
He's already kind of injured. Huh. Move you over
I have
here.
read tomes of military tactics.
Gonna get that going. Okay, let's see.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable.
This lad is fucking healthy. I'm gonna got some range on it. Personal space.
You will pay dearly for your actions.
You will pay dearly for your actions. You asked us to kill you, and then you attacked us, sir. Like, bro, what? Get you in there.
You will pay dearly for your actions.
God, you get big buffs apparently. Full heal, like doubled his HP. Full healed this guy. Oh, you can stop with so many buffs, please. That'd be really cool if you would stop with so many buffs, please.
Heal my wounds.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, you need that. And, we're gonna give
Anything else?
that.
Will
Take
do.
that.
On it.
You take that. And now I'll set you on
Anything else?
fire.
Pay dearly for your actions.
And inflame.
Was that you? Or
Cool. That's actually pretty neat.
but of course.
We're just gonna keep you there, I suppose. There's gonna be a lot of guys
Great
coming in.
surprise.
Jeez. Oh, this is gonna be a brawl. If I can get the Farseer down, it's not gonna be that bad. All in all, it will be fairly manageable, because he's doing nutty buffs, but these guys are pretty weak. They just have a bit more health than usual. Okay, let's pop. Perfect spot. Oop. Perfect spot.
If I must. I am
You're
not
in
your
my face, and I don't
Xenos
appreciate
pet
that.
monkey.
Gonna move some stuff around real quickly. Want a little bit more organization.
This
Give you
keyring
that.
is beneath me.
Actually,
If it
by
serves your
upgrading that guy,
cause.
it actually freaking upped his risk factor too, whatever that was called.
I am not
Stacks
your
on
Xenos
you.
pet monkey.
I need to take care of you.
If I
Do
must.
that. The odds this kills.
I
Pretty good,
understand your
actually.
another soul slips beyond the veil.
Could you not?
Yet iron knows no pain.
Beautiful. That's huge. Do that.
If it serves your cause.
That. And actually, let's mag dump these
I am not your
guys.
Xenos. No weakness is hidden from me. I deal death
If
with
you know,
my
if that
hands.
sprayed a little bit more. If that spray was reversed, that actually would have been really good. Who? It's just you, I think. So I'll still use the ult. Do pretty chunky damage to you.
If it serves your cause.
You. Wish I wouldn't keep fucking flying the camera back. That is a
If I
little
must.
annoying. Like, especially if I'm actively adjusting it.
I
Like,
am
clearly
not
I'm
your
trying to
Xenos
go
pet
somewhere.
monkey.
Okay, swap back here so you have a parry chance, because there are a lot of melee dudes. This isn't horrible. It's just a bigger fight than I was expecting, honestly. Hey guys, how you doing? Tell you all what I'm gonna do real quick. Juliet, you take that. You take that, and let's do
Nothing I
that.
can't do.
My heart
And just
sings with the
1, 2,
thrill of
3.
battle.
What? What? Okay, you just chose not to shoot at all. That's phenomenal.
I understand your intent.
I'm so pleased with that
I
development.
am not your Xenos pet monkey.
I don't... I just straight up do not understand why she didn't shoot once. Yeah, you. That's so inconvenient. Absolute waste of an ability there. Because the game is just a little special. Is there a reason I'm just not doing damage?
All too easy.
Oh, fucking beans.
Not a problem for me.
You guys get blinded. Yearly, yeah, you take another shot because you kind of got robbed last time.
Hear you moving, no more.
The ancestors.
It's live bait on Pascal because he kind of needs something going for him.
I'll
Go to
bring
Yearly yet?
glory to my bloodline.
Like you kind of just straight up got
This
robbed.
tedium is
So,
beneath. I deal death with my hands.
bap.
I am not your Xenos
Hit
pet
you.
monkey. If it serves your cause.
Cool. Got that. Can deal with you. We already have enough people in melee. You guys not.
Another soul slips beyond
As long as
the
it's
veil.
letting me dink these guys, I'm gonna
I
keep
am
dinking
not
these
your
guys.
son. Deal death with my hands. If it serves your cause, hear you moving. No more. If another
God,
soul
Eerie
slips
easily
beyond
has
the
like my
veil,
highest kill count
this tedium
of
is
like all
beneath.
my units. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I can't use the last one on an attack. Darn. Oh, I'm out of ammo, that's why. Understandable. That's fine.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Beat you up.
One fewer target.
With such energies.
At your beck and call.
No matter the cost.
And let's just get down here. And beat the snot out of this guy. Why do you have so much HP?
Target well struck.
I'll return this favor tenfold.
I will do my great
And
use
down.
down.
Okay, there we go. Are we good now, Farseer? Idira carefully pulls the thread of the Psi Stifler out of the Farseer's breathless body. The strange device glimmers ominously in her hand, and it is difficult to tell in the dim light if its threads are moving on their own or if it is because her whole body is trembling. Terrified and confused, Idira looks at the device, then at you, then the dead Aldari. That's Xenos. Deis, did you see his eyes right before he attacked us? It was like there was no lights left in them. And it's all because of this thing? I don't want to die, but I don't want to live like that either. If it means I'll stop being myself, then what's the point? Juliet warily observes the deer from under her lowered lids. You do not have to resort to a solution like this. There are other ways. My kind have other technology. Devices not designed purely to scourge the soul. Oh yeah, that. I'm sure they'll do. I'm sure they do. And as soon as I visit your nearest and dearest, I'm sure they'll welcome me with open arms and spoil me with gifts. Look, Iliad, if you're not on great terms with them, then what chance does a monkey and a witch have? This decision is... Yeah, this decision is yours alone, Adira. It's your life, honestly. My decision? Adira bites her lips and looks down at the Xeno artifact in her hand. Her expression betrays an intense struggle, the burden of a terrible choice. A few moments pass before she raises her head and nods. Yes, you're right. This crap isn't worth it. Time to accept the inevitable. I can entertain these fantasies of a nice long life all I like, but that's all they'll ever be. Fantasies. Pretty tales to tell over a glass of amasec to make to make real life seem less shitty. The reality of the situation is ugly and merciless. I'm a psychic. My abilities are getting more and more out of control by the day, which means I'll go out like any psychic should. It'll be ugly and merciless, but I can hope for it. Best I can hope for is that it'll be so fragging awesome and heroic that you'll be telling stories of it to your grandchildren for ages. Ha! Thank you for helping me realize this, Deis. Idira sniffles and casually drops the side stifler on the floor, where it shatters into a million tiny pieces. I'm pretty sure we're done here, Lord Captain. Mind letting me know when you have some time once you're back on the ship? I want to talk to you about the plans for the future in private. Can we go now? I've still got a whole life to get on with.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Take that. Gonna loot the Farseer last if I can help it. Well, actually kind of surprised that. Interesting. Not a lot of weapons actually. Aldari Farseer mesh armor. Yeah, we already have one of those. Staff of Krudarok. Divination unsanctioned psyker. So is that all? Just 20 willpower plus 20 perception. So that is exclusively for Adira. I mean, we'll take it. That is an upgrade. That's a pretty upgrade too. Alright.
Victory awaits.
The tank filled with repulsive green liquid contains a mutilated figure. It is difficult to say whether you're looking at a Xenos, a mutant, or a machine. Anything else I'm missing? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, no, we good. I don't really fully understand the point of the shortcut here, like... I guess, yeah, there were the two traps, but like they didn't really, like, sure, I guess, you know? Like the shortcut definitely does not save that much time, so like, sure, I guess.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cause we gotta get fucking... Cause instead of just lifting the shelf up and like tucking in that corner, we have to hop over.
The rogue trader descending into the abode of wretched serfs. Is it some sort of tradition?
Oh, hello. The Voxcaster under your armor suddenly spits out a cacophony of sounds. The growl of chain swords, human screams, the screech of metal, and the rattling interference of an active Voxcast. Working the buttons, switches, and tumblers only makes it worse. Interesting. Listen to the message. O Starborn Sky Herald of the... Your servant sent to you through myriad forest of Quetzaltemer. Through the interference you hear the familiar voice of speaks with gods, hoarse and feeble. The nightmares has become real. The darkness left the forest, but the lights of the dying star can still be saved. The heart of the forest calls out for you. As soon as the priest's voice stops, your entire body arches with a crack as if electrocuted. You're standing on the tips of your toes, staring at a crimson sky at dusk that has turned into an ocean of spilt blood. Its still surface is broken by a hand with fingers covered in rings. And Caligo's Winterscale emerges from the depths, only to take a single breath and disappear once more into the blood. It happens again and again and again, until he finally notices you. He throws out his hand and reaches for you. He reaches out, and the illusion fades away, leaving only a splitting headache in its wake. Processing acquired data, restoration complete. The slightly altered voice of the priest comes from the Pascal's Vox system. O starborn sky herald of the Eagle God, hear the prayers of your servant, sent to you through the myriad forests of Quetzalcoatl. The nightmare has become real, the darkness has left the forest, but the light of the dying star can still be saved. The heart of the forest calls out to you. Ah! Idita digs her nails into her face, purple sparks gleaming at the ends of her hair. The dusk sun has reached the treetops, and the crimson heart has struck its last beat. The dying stars have no hope left. Run, fools, back! I can barely understand the speech of this monk, but one thing is clear. Their settlement needs help. I care little about the woes of those primitive creatures. I'm simply paying reparations for the pain that my kin have brought upon this world. By the throne's radiance, those psychers certainly love speaking in riddles, and now we're supposed to go hurrying off and make guesses about what has happened? Abelard nervously fiddled with his mustache. Still, this tone made it clear that it is nothing good. I fear that it is already too late. A rotten feeling, I dare say. We're going to the village. We're helping out. We are an iconoclast run. We help the people. Sure, nothing bad will happen. Ooh,
Follow my lead.
ooh. Something bad has happened. A lot of bad has happened. Hey, guys. Ah. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Blood for the rogue traitor's throne. Skulls for the skull god. Caligo's Winterscale laughs uncontrollably, looking around the blood-soaked village. His eyes are full of rage, as if absolute insanity has possessed him. Wharton the Grey seems hypnotized by his master's words, his bloodshot eyes alight with slowly growing flame. Unnatural, frightening, demonic. The remaining members of Winterscale's retinue have dispersed around the village's center. The navigator apathetically observes the massacre from a distance. The tech priest appears overly fascinated with assembling and disassembling her own Legod medics. And the Slith mercenary is raising the village, wholly satisfied. Only Caligos' new psyker, Speaks with Gods, is nowhere to be seen. Caligos turns around and gives you the broadest of smiles. Ah, Deis, how is your hunt? This massacre is your doing, is it not? Caligos' smile grows faint, condescending. You convinced me to stop hunting the Xenos, new blood, but thirst and melancholy got the better of me sooner than I anticipated. I grew bored, and those worthless peasants squealed so miserably that I wanted to strangle them more and more and more. His eyes briefly glaze over. This monkey killed his own kin just because he could not kill mine? Juliet's face is shadowed by a shroud of guilt. I did not wish for it to end this way, Alontak. For a while now, I have had my suspicions for the source of your remarkable strength. You have turned to the ruinous powers. What are you saying, new blood? Have the Xenos addled your mind in so short a time? Caligos looks at you with a mix of surprise and confusion. Didn't Theodora explain to you that in the Expanse, baseless accusations went out of style a good 100 years ago? Brother, you just said blood for the rogue traitor's throne and skulls for the skull god. I don't think it's a baseless accusation at this point. You quite literally just said the catchphrase of a god of chaos. You quite literally said the war call. His palette is mixed in a strange way. The red completely covers his eyes, but everything around him glows gold and silver. I think that his lordship, Caligos Winterscale, simply does not see the true colors of his deeds. Look around. Your own retinue is terrified of you. Fellowship test succeeded. I'm the rogue traitor, a warrior of the God Emperor and the great ruler of my dynasty. They should tremble in the face of their master's power, but not out of fear, no, out of reverence. Winterscale grins at his retinue, but it is not enough to dispel the oppressive silence. The tech priest bows her head until her face is completely obscured by her hood. The navigator nods curtly and quickly averts his eyes, and the slith is licking a fresh wound that may have been inflicted by a power axe. What's the matter? Am I truly so terrifying that you cannot even look at me? Caligos growls in exasperation. Where is that ridiculous psyker? At least he knows how to honor his master with his words. Old man! Magos Gelenia Zeta. This unit has identified itself as Speaks with God, has been annihilated. Lord Captain, you personally conducted the execution. Your reasoning was, I quote, Caligos's voice emerges from the tech priest's intricate system of cables and speakers. You think I need saving, old man? You say you can see the future? Well, did you foresee this? The buzzing of a power axe is blunted by human flesh, followed by a cry, a gargle, and the dull sound of a body falling to the ground. You bloody pile of scraps! I will tear off your mechadendrites and stuff them down your throats! I am registering a category, aborted. Confrontation estimated as imminent. Blasphemy registration, unnecessary. Pascal adjusts the grip on his weapon. His visor turns scarlet, and the thought of his aiming laser lights up on Wharton's chest. I don't remember anything like that. Calico shuts his eyes and grips his head in confusion. Flinching as if struck by a whip, Winterscale stares at the village with the look of someone who is seeing it for the first time. Confusion and unease creep into his gaze. What happened here? Who dared? The realization forms new lines on his face. No, I surely couldn't have, or... The blame does not lie with you, Caligos. You're manipulated by malevolent powers, and I succumb to them. A doomed expression falls across Caligos' face. This is your last chance, Caligos. Cleave this upstart in two with the axe, with the axe that I blessed for you. Skin him and bathe in his blood. We will forget everything and continue on our journey to hunt and to kill. This is the way you prefer to drown out your loneliness and boredom, is it not? This is all you're doing, you wretched cur! Caligos swings his axe at the archmilitant, but he evades the mortal blow with the grace of a viper. I showed you mercy, you've been corrupting my soul this entire time, forcing me. No one forced you, Caligos. I merely enabled your desire, fostered it, and made your crimson rage blossom. You suspected, yet your own pride stopped you from recognizing your weakness. Wharton's speech becomes more and more distorted with each word, and the thought swells in the back of your mind. You wish to kill him, tear him apart, here and now. Weak, worthless fool! I spent so many years growing this rage inside you, and still you resist. Did you think you could refuse the blessing of the Skull God at the last moment? Did you think, well, one way or another, we will claim you all. Wharton's flesh bursts, and the last thing you notice is his hateful gaze turning to you. Oh, no. Oh. That's not good. Oh. That's really not good. Oh. I thought we were gonna have a boss battle. I'm actually a little disappointed. Calios Winterscale lies on the ground, staring into the endless sky of Quetzaltemer. His pelvis is twitching. His pelvis is twisted unnaturally. His legs are not moving, and an exposed bone shard protrudes from his right arm. Blood streams down his chin in a thin rivulet with no sign of stopping. It was a good fight, New Blood. For the first time, Caligos Winterscale's voice is calm and humble. Your spine seems to be damaged. There's no walking with that. It seems that you may be correct. Caligos does not look dismayed by your words in the slightest. After all, I can't even feel anything below the chest, aside from an overwhelming feeling of helplessness, of course. He lets out a contented wheeze instead of a laugh. What now? I will remain here with what's left of my escort and wait for help. And you should go. There's still so many undiscovered stars and unknown worlds out there. Caligos' gaze once again turns to the sky, where the first stars begin to appear. I will take you to the Emperor's Bow. There's no need. But if you're so concerned about an old man's health, well, I shan't stop you. No comments from anyone here? Okay. At another level. I kind of wish I was allowed to take some more dialogue options there, honestly. You kind of just went, here's a quick cutscene, and Caligos is now dying. It just felt kind of weird, honestly. Thanks, Wayne's Carouse. Yeah, I think I got Lore Imperium. Yeah, I got Lore Imperium already. Honestly, let's just grab some more agility. I'm tempted to grab Drukari equipment. Grab that. I'm honestly kind of just at the point where like I don't really need to think too much about a lot of my skills. Grab that. Let's grab. Okay, we got that. We already grabbed toughness. So let's grab weapon skills, sure. Cassia. Sure, Perilous Ways. Let's grab. We already did Fellowship, so let's get Willpower, sure. Acceleration Protocol. Sure, Utility Mechadendrite. I think I already got your intelligence. Yeah, so let's get some more logic. Sure. Idira. Backdraft is good. Let's get some more willpower, sure. Cool. I guess we go now. Interesting. Like that just seems kind of
like claims
anticlimactic,
or
right? Right? It feels like a bit of an anticlimactic shift right there. Get the teamer. Can't. That, wow, that's really anticlimactic. That's just kind of it. If you gotta make our way to Footfall, which pretty much be the next thing we're gonna do. We're waiting for that. Gotta get to Solomon, Dargonis, the door. Yeah, we gotta talk to Deer on the flagship. Talk to Matazai. Yeah, okay. Talk to Matazai and talk to Deer on the flagship, I guess. Just seems kind of underwhelming, right? Is that just me? That seemed kind of underwhelming. Like that just really felt rushed. Like we didn't get a fight with him. Galgos is just down. We get like 3 dialogue on him. Not even like didn't even really feel like a full conversation there. Then like we don't even like reach out to his what was it, the Emperor's Vow? I think was his ship called. His ship was called. It just felt very underwhelming. When Adira sees you, her lips curve into a smile, and she nods at something over your shoulder. Adira, how are you? Not regretting your decision, are you?
Never been better, Lord Captain. No joke. As soon as I stopped fearing for my life, even the voices in my head quieted down. But don't get me wrong, they will come back. And one day I'll find myself in a situation I can't get out of. But for now, I'm fine. And it's all thanks to you.
Aww. I didn't really discourage her, I told her it's her choice.
You know, I think it's pretty ironic that my gift lets me see the future, when thinking about the future is the thing I'll do anything to avoid. Substances of all kinds, jokes, stories about their good old days. I hide under them all like a blanket. As long as I don't poke my head out, everything will be okay. At least, that's what I thought. But I'm tired of living other people's stories. I want to tell my own. I don't know when or how mine will come to an end, but I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that somebody someday tells at least one decent story about Adira Tlass. And I can't think of a better way to do that than by standing shoulder to shoulder with you.
One story? Don't sell yourself short. You and I have already had enough adventures to fill a tome. Have we?
Then what are we waiting for? Get a scribe in here. We need to get all this down before we forget. But we have to make me more heroic and powerful so that I come out looking the best next to your other companions. What do you reckon? How many wastrels have we slaughtered? 1 million? Stuff that. Let's make it 2.
Aw, that's cute.
Of course. Always.
That's cute. God, I didn't realize how many fucking lettered Forius. Lemos, Rotatus, Cogitator, Jocasta. Who are you? Lettered Forius? I don't recognize you at all. A man of indeterminate age bows his head. His robes are spotless, and his rigid collar constricts his throat. The unsettling smell of medicine hangs in the air, and the man's pale eyes look bleached. Greetings, your lordship. Your Churchian Majoris is at your service. Huh. How's the crew's health? Are you interested in a general report on the ship as a whole, or in hearing about how your immediate subordinates are faring? Give me a general report. I'm currently not aware of any epidemics or other large-scale threats to the lives of the crew, or anything more serious than normal, at least. Minor outbreaks are part of the natural decline process. The Medicae are occupied with treating both industrial and combat injuries, as well as dealing with sporadically occurring ailments. Senior officers, what kinds of complaints do they have? The Master Helmsman's headaches caused by his faulty implants, the High Factotum's occasional indigestion, Master at Arms' combat wounds that can hardly be considered life-threatening. Fourier's folds a finger dismissively for every officer he mentions. Vapid cases that I'm obligated to manage as Churchian Majoris. At least the Infernus Master does not waste my time and simply comes to pick up ointment for his burns. Now to other matters. What would you like to discuss? It's only about your responsibilities. My job is to save lives, heal wounded officers, develop vaccines for onboard epidemics, discover new methods of healing. However, I spend most watches listening to patients about their many qualms, managing the junior Medicae officers, and dividing the afflicted into those who matter and those who do not. A rather irritating addition to my duties as Churchian Majoris. Not the most compassionate of healers, are you? Compassion has nothing to do with the healer's trade. I prefer conversing with diseases rather than their carriers. Patients are aggravating. What sort of new methods? There are many. I'm ever in search of solutions to dangerous afflictions. My latest work involves studying a particularly lethal disease that devours a person's flesh and skin. It has already claimed a dozen lives, but their deaths are not in vain. I've learned much about the enemy, and the vaccine will soon be ready for testing. I see. I hope I've satisfied your curiosity. How'd you come to serve on my flagship? I was the master healer on a world that belongs to the Quarter dynasty. I've managed to cure someone who was considered doomed, not because of their illness, but because of a certain self-important priest had tried to cure them with a prayer and failed. After I put him to shame, he started spreading rumors that I owed my skills to the influence of the ruinous powers. I sought refuge under Lady Theodora, who expressed an appreciation for my talents and welcomed me and my family on her ship. Are the customs of Quarter worlds truly so uncompromising and blind to reason? You teach a man to read, you raise a bright heretic, I believe was one of the favorite local sayings. As for demonstrating the superiority of knowledge over my advice of holy ecclesiarchs, well, that kind of defiance was sure to put my life at risk. Naturally, House Quarters still has need of people like me, educated and capable of intellectual thought. However, anyone who is permitted to learn does so under strict supervision. I have heard Lady Incendia's ship has a dedicated compartment for sages and keepers of knowledge that more resemble a prison than a librarium. You're not actually a heretic, are you? You serve the Emperor faithfully? His colorless eyes flash indignantly. My expertise is the result of hard work and accumulated wisdom, not some paltry sorcery. I employ my craft to save his children. That should serve as a better proof of my innocence than any show of piety. Faith can work miracles and cure those who are beyond treatment. This cannot be denied. He grimaces wearily. Neither can one deny the fact that miracles are rare. The belief that prayer can relieve a person of illness enables false hopes. Those who prefer healing themselves with reverent words still end up on my table, so that I can perform an autopsy rather than a procedure. Something else I wish to discuss. He nods, wishing me good luck. That'll be all. Like, I'm surprised the game just never introduced me to that dude, and I just noticed him when I don't recognize that name. Hello, Madazai. You wish to speak?
Rogue trader.
At the sight of you, Madazai cocks his head in an almost bird-like motion. After what happened on the officers' bridge, how are you coping with warp crossings?
You
dare to ask me that question? Every time this barge pierces the veil, I am left alone with all the nightmares of she who thirsts. It costs me all my fortitude and strength to fight them off, and there is never anyone at hand with whom I can indulge myself. Only cold walls and a sealed airlock.
Yeah, well, I also want you massacring my crew. Anzu... Okay, I was thinking this before. Anzu's definitely changing color. He used to be like a proper, like, eagle coloring. Now he's like a full-on white color. I didn't... Like, I thought I noticed that before, but I was thinking, oh no, it's just a trick of the light. No, he's definitely, like, been changing color.
Since the first time, I've been slowly acclimatizing to voyaging through the veil. Only Monkey could have conceived of such a suicidal method of galactic travel. However, it is novel and exhilarating. At least now I know what I'm facing, and consequently, I will find a way to withstand it.
Good. You better.
And now it is time to learn what is happening with the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest, leaderless and abandoned to the mercies of Camorra. The survivors will probably be driven into real space to fall prey to Silent Thresh. You must find them. If we encounter the remnants of the Cabal in this dimension, I will want to speak to them.
Alright, sure.
Then go. I will find something to amuse myself with.
See you later. I'm actually gonna hop over to genres and just end this with a little bit of trading. Because, boy, do we have a lot of trading. Oh, you know what? Does he have... He does have new stuff. Mark III. Gonna grab all that, please. The overseer must be iconoclast. I am iconoclast. Oh, iconoclast rank zealot. What am I at? I need tier 5 iconoclast for that. Alright, fair enough. Must be iconoclast. You must be... Oh, they're all iconoclast. I wonder if that's because I am predominantly an iconoclast. Just gains strength and deals 300% damage. Kill damage against bleeding targets is increased by 25% when the Overseer's turn ends. The Cyber Eagle attacks the obstructive enemy. Following impossible effects. There's 100. If the obstructed enemy has 100 wounds for the attack, they must pass a toughness experience of 9 levels of bleeding. Has 50% or less wounds for the attack. The attack gains 50% critical hit chance. Hit by the I prefer the agility. Excuse me, the agility. Attack, including the Cyber Eagle attack, but first 5 times in a round. The Cyber Eagle. Maybe first 5 times in a round is based on the Cyber Eagle's agility. I mean, as well, dude. Interesting. I'll allocate bait effect. That's actually pretty solid. Vigil on ending. Immaterium Cataclysm. Model of loyalty. Interesting. I don't think I'm gonna swap that over, honestly. What I do want to do is Ulfar. New bolter for you. Slightly better. Remember the dips to start? Yeah. 3 by rate of fire by 17. How did I miss that? Holy cow! So you are just magged up in the entire clip. That's what you're doing. Holy cow! That is a huge upgrade of armor. More deflection. 5 more strength. Go. Alright, bet. Holy cow. These are just straight up upgrades. The target of the space means melee attacks suffer staggered. Is reduced by 18. So also by stagger on the enemy field. Okay, yeah, that's just auto making the things happen. Armor and immunity all critical hits. And attack based. I prefer the red wolf skull. That's another 10% armor and immune to critical hits. Yeah, that's a bit better, but I just love the aesthetic of Laughing Wolf Helm. Holy cow. Blink creatures. Let's swap over to the chain bayonet knife. I think that is fine. Done this. Shipping and transportation of some goods. Oh, Fellowship of the Void is maxed. So we can just grab literally everything. Alright, neat. I'm gonna do this one at a time because there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming into my inventory. Proved heavy bolter. Magenta, would you like this? Yeah, you can take that. Immaterium's channeler. Here, Dira, you can take that, I think. That's a shotgun. No one uses shotguns. Eroding auto rifle. Double barrel. Oh my goodness. 70 to 100. Just. Fuck, dude. Goddamn. Go off, King. This shotgun never misses. I need this so bad. Dodge is increased by 10% until the end of combat. After any attack made by the heavy armor proficiency. Enchanted smuggler's armor. Direct damage against human enemies. Yeah, that is just kind of better. Efficient breacher's armor. It's not bad. Nah, I do want to get someone on power armor, honestly. Heretical Zealot. Oh, you're not that heretical yet, though. Gunnery Shield. Shotgun cuffs. Oh my god. I need to make a shotgun build because it's just so the double barrel with the gunnery shield would be nutty. It's that changes depth of the way. You're not usually next to people, so it's not super worth it. You don't use a shotgun. I want to get power arm proficiency on Abelard, honestly. I need to remember to look for that next time we level up. Some breaches on him feels fitting for you. Let's see. We got several things. Dual wield melee weapons that can reroll the parry twice. We'll swap that out. For successful counterattacks, the trigger triggered by stalwart defense. That's alright. Oh, for turn after the warrior uses Blood Oath or Oath of Vengeance, gain +1 use of damage. Costs 0 AP until the start of their turn. Navy Breacher Boots. Where's area attack? When the wearer's area attacks damages at least 2 enemies with 2 cell radius from the wearer. The first time, don't really do a lot of AoE with you. Allies talk about the wearer's abilities gain plus 20% of the wearer's armor penetration and 30% of the wearer's critical damage for 1 round. If that ally scores a critical hit by the start of the next wearer's turn, the wearer's next attack is always a critical hit. I mean, I guess I can give that to Cassia. Alright, I guess. First attacks, the rate of fire, weapons of the weapons, wearer's range, Argenta. Direct upgrade there. For lots of potential energy stacks. Okay, this is exclusively for you, gun. Balance of that for you. Attack inflicts stunned on the target for 1 round. The target fails to that. Yeah. Slash, dash, or kick. They gain 4 MP and 4 momentum. Ulfar? The wearer is not wearing any armor at the start of combat, gain plus 40% dodge. Psi rating is increased by plus 2. Wow, that's neat. Honestly, that's actually really tempting. Take that off. Not that. Where'd the thing go? Where'd the scarf go? Plus 56% dodge. Even higher psi rating. Your agility's kind of low, though. Your suffers a trauma if possible. All allies immediately attack their nearest enemy with the attack. That's alright. Okay, that's all that stuff. Final chord. So from this shotgun, the shotgun ignores the target's armor. The target must pass an agility resistance test or become immobilized. That's alright, but like... But like, it's a double-barreled shotgun, dude. Like, good lord. Why is my camera over there? Generous? Okay, who's in last place? It is the Explorators. Do. Study's bolter, Study's bolt pistol. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be selling a lot of this stuff, but it's like, I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I'm getting close to the end of the game, and I know I'm not going to swap a lot of this stuff back on. So I probably can be a bit more, like, here, just take it. So... Suing Kalan. I want to hold on to that. I think I'll give that to... what's her name? I just love the double barrel shotgun being that busted. Well, not busted, but you know, that, like, potent. That was just raw damage. Unapologetic raw damage. We're gonna keep that shield. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. I'm gonna hold on to all the power armies, except for the one that I just dropped, because I'm not gonna go back and find it now. And do like that's all right, but like as soon as they attack, it ends. Like, huh? I don't have heretical zealot, so that's not really worth it. Oh, got all of these, which are just a mess. So let me. Kill 5 enemies in a row in 1 turn. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah, I want to give that to Argenta. That. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Sell that. Hold on to that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Keep that. I like that you can just sell the white signet ring of the Inquisition. What does that do again? The Inquisitor's command. That's not bad. Yeah, we're gonna use that. Hold on to that for Yugen. Don't need that. Eh. Eh. Don't have any servo skulls. Any ravens. Don't. think I'm gonna use that. Excuse me. Don't have any ravens. Don't have. Actually, I should keep the dog. Hold on a second. I should keep the mastiff ones for Galito. Give me one moment. So I can look at that later. If I can find it. Give me that back. Support damage. I'll look at that for what's her name? Idira. Because I don't remember what her helmet is. I don't have any melta users. Eh. Eh. What is this based off of? 15 energy damage, 3 times int bonus. 50 armor band. I'd give that to Pascal, honestly. I think I originally gave it to Pascal, and I found something better for him. Has a base 3 to 5. If it is a ranged weapon, its recoil is doubled. Ballistic bonus divided by 4. Ooh, you know what? I could give that to. Actually, no, because the bolter, if I do, it has base 20 ammo. Because the bolter that I just gave to Ulfar has base 20 ammo with a fire rate of 3. But if you do, it has plus like 17 fucking rate of fire from that one thing, so you actually wouldn't benefit of this. Increased by 15%. Range revenue. Coils are negated. I'll look at that for Argenta though. Eh. Yeah, don't need that. I mean, I could give that to Heinrix, actually. If I ever use him. Probably need a bottom, right? Yeah, I'm actually gonna take that back. It's not bad. Don't need. Need. Direct engine. Anyway. Huh. Hold on to that for a minute. Eh. Hold on to that. By 1, he's having an enemy skill perfection. Eh. Like I could just sell them this Astarte stuff and no one stops me. Leading on themselves. I feel like I should hold on to that. Tempted to give that to Irliat. Don't need that. Don't need that. I know for sure. And no, I don't need those. I could give that to Modify. Keeping that. Hold on to that for a minute. Yeah. There we go. Select tradable. Here you go. We're still not maxed out with the Explorators. Oh, there's a power axe finally. I think that's the first time I've actually seen a power axe specifically. Holy power armor. Holy cow. Astartes Flamer. Oh, we're about to get some good upgrades here. So weaponry. Give this to Abelard. Never mind. Astartes Power Flame. Heavy Rock Saw. Pyromancy Staff. It's the same base damage. The wielder of the staff, power level 10, gains the Inferno ability. Info gains the Inferno ability. It is also available in its heroic act and connecting different measure versions. Power level affects the damage of this power. For every 2 creatures suffering burning by 1 burn. Ooh. Psycho Staff power. Honestly, to you. Nah. Omniscience Providence. Yes. Omniscience Providence. That's slightly more damage. Target this axe's attacks are suffering from the effects of the foe's weakness. 24% till the end of combat. Yeah, thank you. Ancient Plasma Rifle, which is actually worse. Axe, the Adeptus Flamer. Mars Pattern Astartes Flamer. I kind of want to give that to you, honestly. Astartes Typhon Bolter. I'm gonna hold on to this for now, though. Slightly less armor, 1 more deflection. More than or equal to 54. There's a massive 25 pound after the arm pension. It's not bad, per se. Modified Breacher's Armor. What does that do? Info. Armor Persuasion divided by 10. P plus 11 armor. Where Deception is 100. Range attacks. What would that do for me? It's higher base armor. Just 1 plus 18. Oh, there's attack abilities. Cost plus 1 AP more to get the same thing. Honestly. Nah, I'll give this to Cassia. She benefits a bit less, but I do have my Lore Imperium build pretty much. Katari Ranger armor. 15% armor mass. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Let's do recoil cost. 10. Yeah, you take that. Man, I just sold the thing that gives a lot of tech keys boosts. That's unfortunate. Gain temporary wounds equal to their missing wounds. That's not bad. And the where single attacks and opening deals additional. Opening is the assassin. Honestly. There's a bunch of stuff I'm really not that worried about, because it's just characters I don't use that much, really. Oh yeah, Adira with you. Per turn, when the way uses a psychopath. Honestly, that's kind of better. Yeah, that's for what's his face. Yugon, who will I probably won't really use in this run. Boots do you have? You take those. That's a bit better for you. Eh. I was to break their ranks. Eh. Okay, we're good there. Who's next lowest? You. We'll get rid of the Mars pattern axe. We'll get rid of you. Pyromancer staff. Keeping the Thunder Hammer, that's for sure. Heavy Xenomesh. Ranger armor. Loyalist garb. Carapace of Shadows. I could throw those on some random people, but I'm not that worried about it, really. Oldest to newest. Newest to oldest. That. Could give that to Hynex. Get rid of that. That. For second enemy and trigger the exploit. Additional exploit. Eh? Station, select tradable, here you go. Buy all available, gimme. I didn't realize how long the Astartes Flamer, Mars pattern Astartes Flamer, which is just better. Triumph of Retribution. Phoenix? No, not really. Beauty's Charge, Roaring Thunder. We've just got a lot of downgrades, honestly. Let me give you this helmet before I forget. Gains a move ability that costs 0. Wherein targets of move are immune to being slowed. I mean, that's neat. I do like the look of that. Where it hurts. Where it hurts is Execution. I don't have an Executioners. Kill an enemy with Play Dance. Staggered. Yeah, you can take that for sure. Use whenever the wearer uses a non-attacking consumable item against an attack of a different type than the. Oh, that's neat. Not really going to be relevant to everybody, but that's neat. The wearer 42% base armor. The wearer's critical chance of melee combat increased by 14%. Human enemies. 14%, and that's based off of agility. 2 times agility. Honestly, I might just give you the condensed carapace. Again, I'm not really going to use Cabela, so I'm not that worried about it. After you... Let's do Cosmolica. You can take this sword, you can take this, you can take the basic Astartes Flamer. Take that. Take that. I'm not going to use any of these, I already know. There you go. You guys are now maxed out, so I'm buying your... Oh, beans. Okay, and then let me just do... Not Fellowship of the Void, Imperial Navy, because you're the last one I need to do anyways. Now you're also maxed. I'll do the ship later. Okay, weapons. can't be equipped by this. I do need Adeptus Astartes, I'm pretty sure. Yes. That is a very good chainsword upgrade. That. Astartes bolt pistol. I might honestly swap that over. I do love the Astartes plasma pistol. Jai. That's pretty solid. Sanction Psyker. What does this do? Staff of Shock and Awe. Just train willpower. That's alright. Quick Eye Splinter Rifle. Rate of fire is only 2. Shot is the base. So honestly, let's try that out. Incinerator. That's an upgrade for you. Implacable Tempest. 12% damage is based on ballistic skill. That's neat. Imminent Torment. That is slightly better. Must not have. It has a special attack called Drilling Strike. Heavy Rock Saw. Interesting. Blade of the Suffering. No. Armor. Black Heart Cabal origin. That's not where you're from. You're from Weaving Tempest, so I'm not really sure why Black Heart Cabal. That's one thing I do kind of dislike. Like, I don't remember everyone's, like, backstories, like War World, Death World, all that kind of stuff. So, like, it's, oh, you know, this kind of thing, I do not remember. I wish I would, like, highlight that somehow. Drukhari Equipment, Heretical Follower. Almost not have. Fortress World, Chaos Light, Enforcer Carapace. 5, medium, Iconoclast Zealot. So I'm the only one who could wear that. More armor. That is just better armor. Same dodge penalty. This armor is immune to critical hits as long as no party member has been prone throughout the entire combat. It's actually kind of better.
Absolutely not.
Incorrect. Oh, I don't have Zealot yet. Durr. No enemies or adjacent allies. Targets. If the wearer's target suffering from bleeding, the wearer's melee attacks do an additional 2% damage for each point of. That's good for you. Do an additional 2% damage for each point of the target's agility bonus. Reduce Daunt's Macabre ability. Dashes in a straight line up to 4. Drukhari equipment, so Modify. Area attacks. Sure, here you go. For instance, they can immediately reroll using agility instead of demolition. Armor pen. Target's armor is less than or equal to the wearer's armor penetration. The target must pass. Yeah, sure, that works. Performs a single target attack with two-handed melee weapon. That attack deals 12% more damage. Honestly. Oh, this is all specifically Drukhari stuff. Wearer's attacks ignore cover efficiency. By 2% for each critical hit for each enemy they killed until the end of combat. Don't really push anyone. I don't really use that stuff. Does not have. It has a melee. I don't really use that. It's neat. Automatically passes any automatically passes any coercion test? Hold on, what? That's amazing. Iconoclast Fanatic. Reduces the hit chance of all range attacks made by the wearer and the allies made against it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's nutty. Wow. Fire shots reduce target's deflection by damage dealt. Honestly. Yeah, you take that. Okay, and I think, yeah, that's now everything. Okay. I will do the ship stuff later. So thank you all very much for coming around and hanging out. I do appreciate all of you. If you missed any of the stream, please feel free to go over to YouTube. I will be uploading I upload all my streams every day, and I will be uploading this stream later today. Please do consider hitting me with a follow. I would greatly appreciate it. If you are over on YouTube, a like, comment, or subscribe would also just help a ton, and would greatly appreciate that too. Other than that, do feel free to come over to Kick and join the streams live. I do my best to stream every weekday for about 2 hours in the mornings, starting around noon EST. But other than that, thank you all very much for coming around and hanging out. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And have a wonderful day, homies. Peace